Hello, hello, hello. I'm Elcard Night Raven, and welcome to my next review. And as you can see in front of us, today's review is on Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Starscream. And this is the same mold this as Thundercracker and Skywarp on the Earthrise. Um, Again, very cool mode. It's almost like a updated and larger classics design, which they did seem to take a lot from that and yet improve upon a few things on the classics design, which is pretty cool. So now we'll take a good look here. We got, that classic Starscream colors, the kind of light gray, if you will, with the red and the blue. We got the red and white stripe here, red and white stripe on the wing. Got the Decepticon symbols there. And we got the thrusters. Same thing on this side. Nice translucent orange on the cockpit. Excellent design here on the nose cone. I love all the paneling. Looks really good. On the bottom, you can pretty much make out what robot mode is. So, again, very cool. The one downside with this compared to the Siege is the Siege had more articulation. You could get the Siege mold into more poses than this, which is unfortunate, but I can kind of forgive it. Now, he does come with, pardon me, is Null-Rays, and these are, again, the updated design Null-Rays. You can see nice texturing there, excellent design and everything. Looks really good. Same thing on this. And we can plug it in under his wings right here, which is the typical placement. You could, if you wanted, plug them in there. You could plug one of them top there, but I like to plug them in underneath the wings because it's more of that G1 style. It's just with Starscream how it is. Looks really good. As I said, I do like this design, this mold. Gives him that Earth Jet mode, and looks great. I love it. Said I'm absolutely loving the Warp for Cybertron trilogy. All the molds, in my opinion, have been just amazing. They've been exactly, almost exactly what I wanted in the figures that I grew up loving, on both G1 and Beast Wars. They all just look so good. So now that we've got his jet mode taken care of, let's get him into robot mode. So start off with, we shall remove the Null-Rays, and let me raise up a little bit here. Alright, first things first, we want to unhook the wings, bring it up like this, and like that. Same thing on this side, like this, and like that. And there's that. And now, for the legs, we lift up this panel here, open up these parts of the legs, bring it down, and bring it down to about right there. And then we can close up these panels. You want to actually make sure that you get them plugged in, these plugged in right there. It's going to give you more of what you need. We'll separate the legs, more of what you need for stability, and you're not going to have that knee come apart. We'll bring that back down, flip forward this part of the foot, or the front of the foot, the toes, I'm sorry. Flip these up on both sides, and then we can take this, unplug it from here. You can see this plugs in right in there. Bring it forward about like that, and that'll actually bring the heel out with it, which I actually do like. Same thing here. And there are the legs all done. Now for the rest of him, we're going to want to unplug the front here. We'll swing it down. Swing these arms out. Bring the cockpit forward. Swing it around. And then we'll fold it up just like that. And then we'll close up the chest, making sure that we get everything exactly where it needs to go. We'll plug in everything here back in so we're nice and tight. And that's actually one improvement compared to the classics I really like, is these are not going to swing out on you, unlike with the classics, which happened a lot. So now on the arms, we're gonna do is bring sometimes it's a tight fit. There we go. So bring this forward. Bring it out and forward. We want to make sure that those are squeezed together for the elbow. Close it up. Close up the hand. And there's one arm done. Do the same thing on this side. Bring that forward. Bring that out just like that. Close that up. There's the other arm. And then the final bit of transformation, which, there we go. It's bringing that up, around, down, and there we go. And there we have Earthrise Starscream in its robot mode, and he looks good. That is an excellent robot mode. I am loving it. Gives me that classic feel of Starscream from the G1 cartoon. It's like exactly what I could think of growing up. You know, I mean, the only other better one, in my opinion, is the Masterpiece coming out later this year. Just looks like it jumped right off the screen. Again, I know some people are hating on that. Hasn't even come out yet. But my opinion from the pictures, it looks great. I actually prefer that over the Make Toys, personally. Make Toys is good, looks great, but I want something that just feels like it jumped exactly out of the screen or close to accurate from the screen and the colors that we're used to or know for the most part on those figures. Like, in my opinion, MP44 looks closer to on screen or like he came right off the screen of a G1 cartoon than MP10. MP10 is great. It has its pluses, but it also has its minuses. However, that's not what we're getting into here. This is on Earthrise Starscream. I apologize for getting off on a tangent. Alright. So, come have a good look at that face, and you can see black on the helmet, that darker silver face compared to like Skywarp and Thundercracker, who have slight difference, a lighter silver face. He does have red eyes. They're kind of hard to see. There's no light piping on this one, unlike Siege. But looks good. Some nice red on the chest. You can see that translucent orange from the cockpit. Red here on the waist. Got the blue here. The blue here. Blue on his arms. The upside down Decepticon symbols, which I love seeing. It works. It's exactly what you want to see with Starscream, because most screen representations of him in G1 in robot mode, the Decepticon symbols were upside down on his wings. Now, articulation, head is again on a ball joint. got some nice wiggle here, and I apologize about that. Can look up that far, look down that far. Arm can do a full 360. The wing does kind of get in the way, but it can go all the way around. Comes out that far. We got bicep swivel. We've got just over 90 on the elbow. There is no rotation at the hand. However, it can move up like that, but that's due to transformation. There is no waist swivel. Legs, if you move this up, legs can come out that far. However, if you move it out a little bit more, you can get it out that far. Legs can go back that far. Can go out that far. Got rotation here. We've got, let's see, you gotta kind of hold it. We got over 90 on the knee. The feet, the toes can go up. The heels can go up and down, but it moves these along with them. And then we do actually have ankle pivot. So, not too bad for its limitation on is articulation. It's not horrible. I've seen worse. I think we've all seen worse. Now, as for his null rays, as with most Seekers, of course, this is my opinion. This is how I like to have them displayed. It just feels very Starscreamy, is having them on his shoulders. And there we go. And that looks great. You know, so you can bring it out and shoot any Autobots that are in the way. But yeah, that is Starscream, and I like it. I mean, it's an excellent Starscream. I'm really happy that they did an updated. The Classics one was amazing when it came out. So for them to do an update of that, I thought was brilliant. It would have been nice if they could have incorporated a waist rotation, but I kind of understand why they weren't able to, doing an updated, larger Classics design. But it is what it is. I love it. I know a lot of other people love it. I know some people aren't happy with the lack of articulation, but it is Starscream. I mean, when you look at him, that screams Starscream. That it just yells it out at you on the shelf, and just looks great with all of his other brethren, his fellow Decepticons, ones he hopes to lead by overthrowing Megatron, but we'll see if that ever happens. He's come close. But yeah, I think you can still find him online at some sites. I'm not sure where exactly. I haven't checked. I found him in stores when he released, but it is an excellent figure. I do recommend it, especially if you're a lover of Starscream. Hopefully you find it for close to retail or around retail. But yeah, definitely a great addition to your G1 style collection or your War for Cybertron collection, if that's what you're going for. Like, I'm getting as much as I can on the trilogy because I just love it all. To me, it's all amazing. I've never been as happy with a line as I am with the War for Cybertron trilogy lines. But I am hoping that after these lines are done, they go in a slightly different direction and give us something slightly new, like they did with Robots in Disguise in 2001 and with Cybertron. It would be so cool to have something new, or if they go back to something, maybe go back to the Cybertron line, or give us an updated Cybertron line, updated Cybertron figures. Of course, that's my opinion. I would love to see new updated figures of those guys, or even some figures that we never got to see, that were in the show, but we never got to see an actual toy of them. But that is Starscream. I hope you enjoyed this review. I am Alucard Night Raven. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.